right, welcome to RGB Fox. I am here posting a commentary over Cardhaven's Twitch channel. Round 1, which appears to be Maliss on top, Ryzeal on the bottom. Now these two players I do not recognize, both Travis and David. But the local attendees of Cardhaven are fairly different than the people that I regularly see basically anywhere else. This store, just like Epic, is located in the DFW, but it is located up north in Louisville. So if you ever want to check them out, please do so. I think they are probably the best locals in terms of card variety. You know, if you ever need to find something there, I promise you they will have it. And overall, the people there are great. The shop owners are amazing. There's too many positives that I can give that shop. The player base is super nice, so I'll go ahead and link their TCGplayer, their storefront shop, and their Twitch channel down below in the description. So for Travis, we saw him start with a normal summon of Dormouse, banishing the White Rabbit with its effect, setting GWC, now making the Splash Mage, summoning Dormouse, and now making the Red Ransom, which is going to allow him to search for a Maliss spell or trap, more than likely grabbing the field spell, as we see here, Maliss in Underground, which can then banish the Chessy Cat and give him another body. Now we saw in hand that he already has the backup at Ignister, so he realistically doesn't need to go into Cyber's Wicked, but you know, if he wants to free search, he's more than welcome to do so. Now instead, with the field spell, he banishes the Maliss in the mirror, targeting Dormouse to probably search for a March Hare to hand. So it looks like they're reading over the cards just to make sure that they are resolving it correctly. No response from David here. Not sure if he's playing pure or if he's playing any of the other variants, but we'll find out here soon. Now it looks like Travis, I didn't even pay attention to what he searched, but Dormouse's effect is going to be used to pay 300 life points, summon it out, and then he goes for the Cyber's Wicked. From here, let's see what his next play is. I know he has a Gold Sark in hand. Let's see how he attempts to utilize his resources here. Now, Cyber's Wicked is a really good card that you would want against the Mitsurugi matchup. The Cyber's Wicked is just going to be an insane combo piece at the end. Also protecting against Detonator Pop. There's not a lot to say regarding Cyber's Wicked and its effectiveness, but there's certainly a reason to always play it. So now, with the summon of the March Hare, he's going to do Chainlink 1, Cyber's Wicked, Chainlink 2, Red Ransom to summon back, and banishing a card from the deck, a Maliss card. I believe it's supposed to be a monster, but we'll find out here. And then the Wicked is going to banish, unless he chose not to use the effect. Oh, he's resolving Red Ransom, okay. So yeah. Now he's going to be able to add a Dark Cybers here. So he adds another copy of the backup at Ignister. Now don't let all this searching fool you. Maliss does not need to search cards in order to be able to win here. But it does add to their end board. There's multiple layers with it, obviously, and whenever possible, you always want to be able to add more follow-up to your end board. So now, here in the new chain, he's going to activate Chessy Cat, paying 300 in order to special summon it. And now David's looking at his hand, maybe considering, Nibiru, but it really is a bad spot to do so. Now here on the summon of White Rabbit, will he banish? And I believe he will for the March Hare so that he can add it back. And he does. Now in the new chain, March Hare will pay 300 to add itself back. and he has a lot to go for here. He can either... Okay, so it looks like here he'll activate Chessy Cat, banishing the March Hare to draw. Now, getting rid of the March Hare is realistically no problem because MTP can be set off this white binder so that he can search for another one. Now, we are going to see GWC be activated, banishing the white binder for cost. What is he going to summon back though? He has options. Looks like he's going to summon back the white rabbit. And now in the new chain, white binder will pay 900 in order to summon itself back from the banish zone and drawing a card. And he is resolving GWC, gaining the life points of the white rabbit's attack, which is kind of negligible. It's better when you do it on the link 3s, but this is not bad. Now we're going to see him link 4. Are we going to see Firewall? And we do, right next to the red ransom. And then on here, he can start using the backup. It looks like we also see that he has a Druid Swarm now. Very good card in the current format. Being able to check the Mitsurugis at least a little bit is always going to be a big improvement to your Mitsurugi matchup, because in my opinion, Maliss does not have a favorable matchup, depending. It's just my personal experience. You know, I was playing a lot of pure Mitsurugi, and whenever I did play against Maliss, it always seemed pretty free. Now maybe that's just my opponents, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think they were playing all that bad. They're definitely the best ways to optimize it. And I think the best Maliss player I've played against in the DFW has been Aditya. Really impressive player. Hopefully he can get to Worlds again or win this Nats, you know. Really quiet individual overall, but still someone that I think is actually pretty cool. So now we're going to see him link 3 into the Heart's Cryptor here. Now he's going to activate the Wizard at Ignister. Can he target White Binder? Looks like he's reading the effect. I don't know if he can target any monster in the grave or if it has to be like a non-link. I guess I can check on my own. So now on the summon of the White Binder, he's going to set a GWC that was in his graveyard and link 5 for the allied code Talker at Ignister. Now, he never made the Lingaribo. I think that's something that should have been made. Couple of things that were lacking in this combo, but I think he played it overall well. So, on the summon of Allied Code, he's going to bring back the Red Ransom and the White Binder, giving him 2 negates, only once per turn, of course. And I think he gains 500 for each monster he brought back, setting 4 back row. And this is why Maliss is scary if you cannot check them, because their end board ends up being really threatening. I mean, he has Firewall Bounce 3, he has Allied Code negate, plus whatever he has in the hand and in the back row. You drew 3 cards after all, so this is very scary for David here. Now, I see Haggard Lizard though, so he's probably on pure, and he is because he's playing Typhon, Zeus, and no King of the Feral Imps, no Fiendsmith cards. Personally, not the biggest fan of pure Ryzeal. I think it's a cool deck, I think it's a fun deck, but I think it's better if you mix it in with at least the Onomatopoeia support or the Heraldic Beast support, because otherwise by itself I just don't think it does enough. So now he is going to reveal X, although it would just summon. It's an inherent, it doesn't start a chain. So he's going to summon X, dumping the aggregator. Now he's going to go Chainlink 1 aggregator, Chainlink 2 or Chainlink 1 X, Chainlink 2 aggregator, targeting the allied code. Argument could be made that you could also target the firewall, because I mean firewall bounce is really strong. And then Chainlink 3 is going to be a set infinite impermanence in the middle column. Okay, so looks like Wizard at Ignister cannot summon the White Binder because it says target one Dark Cyberse monster in your graveyard, special summon both this card in your hand and that monster in defense position. And Link monsters cannot be in defense position. So that is a mistake here from Travis. I'm going to look up allied code Talker Ignister just to see if his summoning requirements require anything special, but no, it's just 3+ effect monsters, so he could have just targeted any of the other ones and it would have led to the same outcome, but in this case he's fine. So now he special summoned the node from the hand, and it again gets bounced by the firewall, and this is why I said I'd rather target the firewall here, but he has talent, so I guess he wanted to resolve this, so we're gonna see what he chooses to do. He already used nodes and X special summoning effect, so he's fighting a losing battle in my opinion. Chooses to draw 2 here, of course. Let's see what else he is able to do, but in my opinion I don't think very much. He's also locked into 4, so cards like Typhon is not an option whatsoever. And so David chooses to go ahead and scoop him up. Understandable, you know, you're looking at a board like that, and I would say no deck has the ability to break through that. Not even Mermails, which is notorious for breaking boards. I don't see them breaking that either. So we're going to wait for both players to side out and come back for game number 2. Alright, both players have finished siding, and now we're going to game number 2. Both players drew their 5 cards, and we're going to see David start. At least he should. Now let's see if we can take a peek of what both players have in hand. I think I saw a Lightning Storm from Travis's hand. Let's see what else we can see. Okay, so David is going to start with a copy of 7 Tachyon, revealing what I believe is Masquerade. Just the glare here is affecting it. Oh no, he has the Star Seraph, number 105. Okay. And Travis is going to chain Meows. Or not Meows, but Fuolos here for some odd reason. I just couldn't quite tell you why he did that. Now the Star Seraph, is that a number monster? Number 102. Okay, yeah. It is a number monster that is able to be used with the 7 Tachyon. I don't see this one much. I see the Masquerade over this one. Let's see, this says, once per turn you can detach one exceeds material from this card, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls to have its attack and negate its effects. And if it would be destroyed, you can detach all of its materials instead, and any battle damage you take this turn is halved. So, I mean, you know, it's a decent monster, right? But it does require 3 level 4 lights, and I don't think number 10, what is it, Masquerade's 10 like 3? No, 103 is Ragnar 0, and I should know that because I play a lot of Hat. It's 104. So it would be Masquerade. Yeah, but Masquerade is just a generic 3 body XE. Okay, so it looks like Ice Ryzeal was searched and summoned the sword. So that is going to give Travis a draw. And now David is going to special summon the X here more than likely. So I wonder how many draws he's going to be comfortable giving him. Cards like Baguska is not like the greatest against Link decks, but against Maliss, it does stop a lot of their, you know, initial pushes, right? Like you can't activate Dormouse, you can't activate White Rabbit, basically all the main deck bodies, right? Backup, Ad Ignister, etc. So, you know, in theory, Baguska can be really good, It just depends on what David is going to be valuing here. So he's going to summon X to search the node. It looks like Travis did not draw a Perulia, otherwise he would have definitely dropped it at some point. Definitely not in the main, but probably standby. And now what's the game plan? I mean, he dumped Duo Drive. I'm only going to assume that he's going to make the Duo Drive from his extra. This should give Travis another draw. Alright, he's going to overlay with the sword, the sword and the ice to make Duo Drive, attaching the Duo Drive from the graveyard. Looks like he's reading over just to make sure. You know what? I gotta respect it, even though David read the Wizard at Ignister earlier and did not even do it properly. You know, reading comprehension is hard, of course. But at least both players are looking over at each other's cards and seeing what they do, or at least making an attempt, because that is something that Yu-Gi-Oh players do not do enough. You guys saw potentially on one of my but recent videos last week. Individual named by Chase ended up using Photon Lord to negate a talent, and my friend Yobani did not pick it up to read it. So yeah, definitely read your opponent's cards when possible. Now, David might be in shambles, or feeling like he is in shambles, because the Duo Drive did get negated. Personally, if I'm playing, I'm allowing the Duo Drive to attach for its effect, and then attempting to use the effect to detach, because no monsters in the graveyard mean that Detonator cannot attach either, right? We'll see what David ends up wanting to do. This actually might just be a Swift 2-0 on Maliss's end, but okay, so he makes the Eclipse, and what is he gonna try to do here? Oh, also, all the bodies for Duo Drive should be in graveyard, so if he was looking to do a node play, it would have actually been legal. So for those that don't know, Eclipse Twins does not have the same clause as Zeus or many other similar cards like Typhon, where if you overlay an Xyz monster over it, the materials transfer to it. So when you overlay for Eclipse Twins, the only material that it will have is the two bodies used to make it, not the rest of the materials that is under this Duo Drive, for instance. So he's reading Eclipse, maybe thinking if he can activate the effect to attack twice. You can only do that effect if you have a battle phase. So this is another illegal play done by David. Not another illegal play, I'm sorry. I think he only did this one here. The other illegal play was from Travis. And now the Eclipse Twins is going to go ahead and activate, giving the Duo Drive its material, and now he's going to attempt to activate Duo Drive again, but you cannot. That is a once per turn effect. He cannot attach it again. So if this resolves, okay, this is another illegal play. You cannot resolve Duo Drive like this. And also, I think Eclipse Twins has to target two monsters with different names. Let me read him really quick. If that's so, then that would be a third illegal play. Let's read it. You can target two other rank 4 or lower Xyz monsters. Okay, so they don't need to have different names, but regardless, you can see, boy, whenever it starts to be like this is when I have the least enjoyment of watching other players play, right? But it's okay. This is a game where we live and we learn, and it is just a local tournament. And I don't want to downplay the importance of proper rules in a setting even as a local. However, if you're going to make mistakes, it's best to just make the mistakes in a local tournament and not a higher tier tournament where you could potentially be banned for cheating, whether it is intentional or not. Now, in this case, David has given him a draw from Ice, a draw from Duo Drive, a draw from Eclipse Twins. So Travis is up 2 cards here. Now he's going to place the plug-in. There we go. Place the cross in order to go ahead and get the potential negate. Now he's going to overlay both the node and the X to summon out the detonator. Detonator effect is going to trigger and attach DUAD. What? Why would you attach DUAD? Attach the Eclipse Twins. Now his DUAD, I mean his Eclipse Twins wasn't going to resolve properly anyways, but like if the DUAD goes to the graveyard, then it gets to resolve. Alright, that's fine. So now David is going to finish his turn by setting 2 cards in the back row and then passes. Now, this is a very large hand that Travis has. He also has talents, which means he can out the detonator rather quickly. Okay, so Lightning Storm will be used to destroy, it looks like, the back row. Now, Cross cannot negate spells, only monster effects on resolution. And Detonator can only protect Xyz monsters that would be destroyed. It is a card effect that does not activate. It happens, it protects like Ding, it'll protect on resolution. So what does he choose to detach? He detaches the X. Okay. Now, Travis, don't activate talents here. This is not an activated effect. Now, if I was Travis, I would have Lightning Storm blown up the back row. No, no, no. So the reason why you can't activate talents here is because the detonator protection effect is not a effect to that activates. It just happens on resolution, and unfortunately both of these players do not know the correct rulings on that card. Oh, looks like though we have someone to save the day. Will they take back this play? And the answer is yes. Oh, thank God. Okay, thank you, Samaritan, for doing this. So yeah, not an activated effect. You cannot activate talents there. Now he has Thrust, Terraforming, Underground, Chessy Cat, March Hare. So he will start his turn by normal summoning the, oh, not start his turn, wow. Start his plays here by using the Chessy Cat and then activating the Underground. I mean, I know you know he has talents, but you can't really like the, yeah. See, trying to play around the talents now will make you play worse. I don't understand why he's doing this, but sure. I don't think Gravedigger's Trap Hole can be used here. It only activates if a monster in the graveyard or hand activates, not in the banished zone. Another wrong play. Now, I know I praised them earlier for, you know, reading cards. Looks like he didn't read his own, though. Now, this Dormouse will be summoned, paying 300 to summon from the banish, and now on a new chain, he will go ahead and activate the effect to banish the White Binder. White Binder is now going to pay 300 to special summon itself. Counting up cards in hand, so he's going to use Detonator effect to, not Detonator effect, but Cross effect to negate here. So okay, so White Binder is not going to be summoned, but honestly that's well, no, it doesn't impact anything too much because you can always White Binder, set the GWC anyway. So here we see the summon of Splash Mage. Splash Mage is going to go ahead and summon back out a copy of Chessy Cat. Does he choose to Detonator Pop? The answer looks to be yes. Now, I don't think Splash Mage needs to summon to a zone it points to, but I can always look that up here. We learn as we go. Yeah, so it can summon it anywhere, but it has to be a monster that can be summoned in defense position, so link monsters do not work. Now he is Cybers locked. So here, I know he has March Hare, but Dormouse has already been banished. The Chessy Cat hasn't, so I think if I was Travis, I would have summoned the Dormouse instead. That way I can banish Chessy and still have 3 bodies. But we'll see what he does. You know what? The Thrust actually can add him into GWC, so maybe this works out for the best, even though it's a light misplay. So will Thrust get negated? The answer is yes. And now on Res, he's going to use Plugin to special summon back out a Ryzeal body and then attach a material from deck. Alright. So what could he attach here? Does he play Thrust? No, he plays Double Cross. Interesting. And now X is going to be able to be used here to, what's it called? Search for a sword. Does he have Node? No, Node is in Graveyard, so let's see what he ends up doing. Okay, so now talents will be activated, probably using the effect to take. And here we will see Detonator Chain to pop. Will it be itself or will it be the Chessy Cat? Because honestly, looking at Travis's hand, it doesn't look like he has much else afterwards. Like, he can always March Hare, but I don't think he gets to 3 bodies anytime soon. So what will you do? Because you can't have him take Detonator while it still has a material. So I think your best bet, if they are going to take it, never mind, that would be 3 bodies. So, oh, but you do have Gravediggers. Never mind, he's never getting to 3 bodies. So yeah, I think if I'm David, I pop the Chessy Cat, let him take whatever body he wants. And then when he activates March Hare, Gravediggers, and then negates, and then boom, that should be your game. Oh my god, David playing incredibly slow, lets it go. So he's going to take the Detonator, with the material, mind you. Big misplay. Chessy Cat now going to use its effect to draw 2. Yeah, really bad plays. I think Travis wins from here. He drew into MTP07 and Dominus Impulse. He has an Ash or a Call By that he could use. I don't know why he didn't utilize it on the Ash Blossom, but maybe he just didn't find the Thrust too important. Okay. Also chooses not to pay 300 to add the March Hare back. Never mind. Maybe Travis is cooked here. Are we gonna see a draw on the first round? Whoa! Put that away, sir. No. Okay, so Travis is about to make an illegal play. He summons Haggard Lizard Dose, and he cannot because he is legitimately Cybers locked by the effect of the Splash Mage. Maliss players never punished. Honestly, he was better. Okay, so I think the way that this should have played out is, since he was able to take the Detonator, pay 300, add back March Hare, make Ling Garibo, March Hare, banish Chessy, special summon, and then what's it called? You could link 3 into the white binder. Yeah, I mean, there's so many plays here. You could do Red Ransom. There's an infinite amount of plays that you could do. If you go for White Binder, you could set the GWC, banish White Binder, summon Rabbit, and then special summon White Binder, get a draw, set the MTP. That way you don't actually have to draw it yourself. I mean, yeah, this is not looking very promising. Now on the summon of the White Binder, we are going to see him banish a few cards. So it's probably going to be the Detonator as well as the other two Ryzeal bodies in the graveyard for David's side. But instead, he chooses to banish... Okay, so yeah, it's going to be Detonator, Duo Drive, and Eclipse Twins, not the node. Okay, now he's going to go ahead and set GWC. And he's on the clock, you know. Can he gain enough life points to circumvent the loss? Now he's gonna set the MTP. Activating GWC, paying cost to banish the White Binder. He can technically win in time. He would just need to summon back the White Binder. But of course he's not going to do that. He's going to instead summon out the Rabbit, and now White Binder, pay 900 to summon itself out. Ends up... Wait, why are you activating Gravediggers? You cannot do this, bruh. Right? Like, I'm not tripping. Because he already attempted to activate it earlier. Yeah, when your opponent activates a monster effect in their hand or graveyard, or when an opponent's banished monster... Oh, never mind. Well, that means David wins, so congratulations. They both end in a draw. That is interesting. Thank you guys for watching. You know, since he activated the Gravediggers earlier, what was it that wasn't allowed to resolve or whatever? I don't know. We'll find out in another timeline. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for round number 2. Peace.